Hey guys, what's up? This is JRP77 from JGN Games, and I'm going to be continuing this tutorial series. Now, yes, I know I haven't been doing much because I've been working mainly on Storm Strike and mechanics of it. So, as I start this video, I'd just like to, I'm going to start doing this. I hope you like the intro. I made that. If you'd like to see more, subscribe to us up here. If you'd like to see our website, you can click up here. Or if you're on a mobile device, we'll be sure to put the link up there, or in the description. And then finally, down below here, you can see our Google Plus page. We do a lot of stuff on Google Plus, and then down here, you can see our Twitter page. So be sure to click on one of those 4 buttons, or all of them if you want to. It doesn't matter. So we're going to get started. First of all, I have to fix something because Unity is, well, my screen recorder is very dumb, so I'm going to have to change this from monodevelop to text wrangler. Okay, so text wrangler. Now I'm going to close out these settings, and let's jump in. So last time what we made was we made it to where you can move around with the arrow keys, or the WASD keys, whichever one comes first. Yeah. And because we're using rigid bodies, he kind of drifts, but I'm sure we can fix that. So now we are going, I'm pretty sure we did our colliders. Did we do colliders? No, we did not do colliders. Okay, we need to fix that. So as you can see, he falls off the edge. So now we need to make 4 colliders. I'm going to go to game object. I'm going to go create empty. I'm going to call this barrier. Then I'm going to create an empty child. Doctor Who fans will know what I'm about to say. What I'm not going to say it. Alright, so I'm going to say top. Command D. Bottom. Duplicate that again. Left. Duplicate that again. Right. Okay. So on the top one, we are going to add a component of a box collider. Now I'm going to turn on Gizmo so I can see this in the game view. We're going to find out where this bad boy is in correlation to the rest of our scene. Where is the room? Room is located. So alright, I'm just going to do this so that there. Okay, there it is. So now we are going to click on the top one, and we are going to set the center to right about. We're going to set this to 1. Scale it up to about right there. Overlap is good as well. Overlap is very good. Now I'm just going to raise it up. To where that top edge is right over the top. Then I'm going to do this. Add a box collider. And I'm going to put this center. Same place. Move it down. Scale it on the Y till it overlaps. But it will only overlap just a tad. Okay. Left. Move it to the center. Then move it all the way down to where that edge is touching right there. Scale it right there. And I just realized something, but it's going to be too hard to fix this, so I'm just going to keep going. So then we are going to move this down the scale on the Y till we get an overlap. Now make sure is trigger is always set to false. So now if we select all of them, you can see we have a box. And that actually works very well. But as you can see, there's the top, but then this is the left. And then this is the bottom. And then this is the right. Oh, well, it actually doesn't need to be changed. So it's mainly my fault because I forgot the layout I was doing. So now if we play, we still pass through. Alright, let's click on the barriers. Those should be in the right position. I don't see why that doesn't work. Is trigger is always set to false. Oh, you know what I bet it is? Our player doesn't have our collider doesn't work. So we need to change this to convex. And you'll notice it does that, and that's just to ensure that the mesh works. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this mesh collider. I don't like mesh colliders because they don't work. So first, I'm going to add a box collider. Now, you can see our box collider. You'll notice it does that, and it kind of rotates, which could be very cool in a game, but we don't want that. So we're going to go to constraints and freeze the rotation on the X, Y, and Z. Now if we play, we could run into the walls, and we can stay in here. Now that's good, but now we need to do stuff. I don't know, what's that for? I don't know why that's there. Huh, that's weird. Okay, so we got this player. Now let's do health. But first we need a HUD. I am using Unity 4.6 and it is beautiful. Thank you for making that, Unity. So you're gonna have to do this to follow this. You don't have to do this though. You can do the simple case break situation. So I'm just gonna add text. Now I'm gonna go to my thing. I'm gonna get rid of that, and I'm gonna go back to UI and create a text because that doesn't work. Okay. So on this text, I'm going to type in health, colon, and then I'm just going to put null. I like using null because it tells me that there's nothing there. Don't see it in the scene because it's off the canvas. Okay. There, now you can see it. I'm going to change the color to white. And then I'm going to set the size to 30. And you'll notice it doesn't disappear, and that's because we need to set this horizontal overflow to overflow and this vertical overflow to overflow so that that works. Now you'll notice that if we position that in the top corner, so let's say we move it over right there, and and then we moved it up, and we hit Command P to play it, you'll notice it stays there, and that's very annoying. So there's a simple solution to this by clicking on this thing, then hitting Shift Alt and clicking on this top corner. Now I've already determined where I want it in correlation to this, so I'm just going to set this to 30 by -30, so that puts it kind of in the middle of the screen. Now if I play, you'll notice that it stays there, and if we scale, it stays there in the exact same place. Very good for multi-platform. So let's continue. First of all, you'll notice this is a text, so we need to go into our player stats to add some stuff to it. So let text wrangler open up. Like I said earlier, monitor develop doesn't work. Okay, this is what we want. So now we need a health script. First of all, we need to have a public int health. Then we're going to create a public string called tag name. I like using this method because we can change it and we don't have to go back into our code. So now we say, go down to this update function and we say if health is less than or equal to 0, then destroy and we'll just say run dying function. What in the world? I don't want to do that. Stop. Yeah. And we'll do that later with the dying function. So now, we're gonna go down to void, and we're gonna create a new void called on trigger enter, and then we're gonna say collider col. Then we're gonna open up this function. Now in this function, I need to check and see if the collider's tag is this. So I'm gonna say if col.gameObject.tag is equal to, you have to put equal twice, tag name dot toString, just so it knows that it's a string. And we're going to close this off. Actually, I'm going to try doing it without the toString because it's already a string. So then we're going to say just very simple health minus minus, and that will subtract 1 from the health. Then we will say return so that it stops the function. We're going to save this, come back into Unity. No errors, great. So now we're going to go to our player. Also, we need to set a check collider. So we're going to go down here to this collider, and we are going to create a new collider. Public collider col. Then we're going to say if col.gameObject.tag. Yep. And we're just going to say col right here. Identifier expected. Okay. Okay, we're just going to try this. No errors. So now we have this collider here. Now we need to make a health check. So I'm going to create an empty child. Just give it a box collider with this of 0.1. And it's giving this a size of 2 of 1.5 by 1.5. So it gives it a little. I'm going to make this one on trigger. Then I'm going to go back to my player and drag game object onto here. The tag name is just going to be enemy attacking. Now, what we're going to do is we are going, or we're just going to say enemy. Set the health to 5. Also, I forgot to add something. That's really big because that's why we did that. We have to go up to this unit, and we're going to say using Unity engine dot UI semicolon. Then we're going to say public text semicolon. And then we are going to say an update. We are going to say text is equal to health dot to string. Okay. So now we've got, whoa, what was that? Okay, I don't want that. Now, so I've messed up again. I don't know what's wrong. Text because we're looking for the text component. We're going to set this text to here. Oh, didn't select. Now if we play, it says 5 because we said that, and that's what we wanted it to do. That's what we told it to do. Now what we want it to do is say string. We start the string by doing a parentheses and say health, and then space, and you have to do that space or else this won't work. And then we say plus health.toString. Now if we play, you'll say health.5, and we can move around and stuff. We'll notice that that collider that we made for the player does, we're just going to show you, it is a trigger, so watch, we can go run through the wall, and you'll see it goes through the wall, but not by much. So yeah, guys, that's it for this tutorial. I've actually spent a lot of time on this tutorial, more time than I expected. So if you like this tutorial, be sure to like the video and subscribe to us, and I'll catch you later.